Good morning, guys. Welcome to week 38. Let's go with week 38 vlog. I woke up this morning and my boyfriend left for his workout and he said, "Wow, it's chilly outside." And so I proceeded to open all of the windows and breathe in the 66-degree air with my coffee, feeling reinvigorated in life. So I've been outside cleaning up our patio, and I feel like the backyard garden is finally getting to a place where like it's starting to take shape, if you will, which sounds like kind of a weird thing to say, but the beans are coming up, the flowers are coming up, the kale that's taken is settled, and I just feel like we're getting somewhere. This is the largest garden space I've had ever. And so the feeling of getting it cleared out was feeling very stressful for me. So I'm glad we're finally getting somewhere. I will say, some of my seedlings are really suffering. I'm very sad about it, because they got way too root bound. So I just want to show you what that looks like. I had planned for these plants to be in the ground in mid-September, and here we are. Mid-September was like, I don't know, a week and a half ago. And 10 days makes a big difference when you're talking about seedlings. So I'm going to show you a mega fail, but I'm telling you this so that you do better next time. This is a flat of blue curled Scotch kale. You can see there's only a few green leaves. Let me lift it up and show you why. Well, we had a couple of super hot days. They just got really, really root bound. If I popped one of these out, I bet the roots are pretty insane. It's hard to see because it's so wet, but these just got really, really root bound and they couldn't do anything. So I'm probably just gonna throw away that whole flat. With that being said, it happened with a couple of other things. This is cabbage, my Japanese mustard, but there's some other things that are still doing really well. So I'm gonna have lots of collards and kales, and am gonna go buy some broccoli starts. I'm not gonna do as much broccoli as I did last year because it was just, it's just like, broccoli takes up a lot of time, a lot of room, and you don't get that much out of it for all of the resources that you put into it. If you have the garden space, go for it. I don't. So broccoli is something fun that we'll enjoy, but it's not something that I'm going to plant on a mass scale like I did last year. So now that the backyard garden is starting to take shape, I need to just throw some seeds in places where seeds didn't come up or where I'm just kind of wanting extra things. Also, I did something. I was sick of having all of my seeds in 500 different places. So I decided to change that. I saw this all over Instagram last year and YouTube. This is a photo organizer, and the individual packs are perfect size for seed packets. So I labeled them out and stuck them in this container. And so now, like this morning when I need to easily find seeds, like I know I need bean seeds, I need some nasturtium seeds, like I can just get in here and find them very quickly. I think I had one sunflower that didn't make it, but that's because I transplanted it on a day it was really, really hot. Don't do what I do. So we are going to find the seeds that we need. Like I said, we need some beans. I guess step 2 of this is I need to like alphabetize it. But it was super fun to put this together. Okay, so here's my beans section. And I think I'm gonna do some Blue Lake bush beans. This is a new seed packet. Those were the first green beans I ever grew, and I think I've told this story before, but green beans are my favorite thing to grow. I just think they're like foolproof and you get a lot out of them. They're super productive. They enrich your soil, and so yeah, big fan of growing beans. So There's the beans. I need some nasturtiums. I'm gonna do some Alaska variegated nasturtiums. These did not come up in the cell packs I put them in. However, they've always come up when I've direct seeded them. I don't know. And then also I forgot about these. These are Alaska red shade nasturtiums, and they're this beautiful like burgundy color. So these will give us some good fall pops of color. And then, oh, I needed more beans. See, how handy is this? Guys, I'm like geeked at how excited I am about this. I need some of the purple pole beans. So these are the Dean's purple pole beans. I only, like in my infinite overwhelm, I only planted one side of my purple pole bean trellis. And I didn't realize it until only one came up on the other side, and I was like, not sure what I was thinking there. So I'm gonna put the nasturtiums, and I think I'll try also some of the French marigold seeds. I want something that's just kind of low. Bells of Ireland. I want something that's just real low to be in front of this bed of kale and zinnias. I'm trying really hard to like layer everything, like from high to low, and I really want things to be really nice and full without sacrificing the health of the plants. So we're gonna do that, and then the pole beans. Oh, I was gonna get a sunflower seed and see if I can't fill in that spot for sunflowers. Hopefully I did that right. I think that's it for right now. And then I also cleared out the okra bed, which was sad. I very much enjoyed the okra this year, like a lot. And yeah, kind of bummed for it to be gone. But I'm going to plant out these seeds, and I'll show you how I plant some of them. This is where my bush beans are. So we have a hole right here where they didn't come up. I'm just gonna move away the mulch. I have a lot of mulch because it's very hot here. And I'm just gonna move away the mulch so that I have this like little indentation. And these are fresh seeds, so the germination rate should be really good. So I'm just gonna stick one seed in here. And here's your seed. And then I'm just going to stick this in here. I already watered these beds, so the earth is already pretty moist. I shouldn't need to water it in at all. And we'll just cover that guy up and basically just leave this indentation until it comes up, and then go from there. And I think I have just one other hole right here. Now, the trellis is right here, so there's a chance that this one like just doesn't come up because it might get shaded out, but we could try. We will try. So that takes care of our bush beans. And while I do want things to be much more full, I still like just need to plant things in rows. So we have rows of the different varieties of bush beans. And then for the pole beans, let's see, what do we have here? Oh, let's do the sunflower really quick. So there's my very sad looking sunflower. I think it actually might live, but I'm just gonna plant another seed just in case, and then I can pick the strongest contender. Okay, so that one's done. Also, I have to hurry because I have a meeting in a few minutes. So I have to be mindful of time. But here's where we're gonna plant out the pole beans, and then all we have left is flowers. So, nope, that's not the right seed bag. Here we go. So it looks like there's one kind of coming up over here, but it doesn't look like it's really gonna do very well. So I try and put them every 6 inches. Good morning, guys. Welcome to later in the week. And we're at the community plot today. So if this is your first time here or you don't understand what's going on because I didn't explain it at the beginning, I actually have 2 gardens. I have my backyard garden and then I have a community garden plot, and we are right near downtown Austin, Texas. There's a skyscraper, just for proof, I guess. So we have a lot of ambitious goals today that I don't think we're gonna get accomplished, but we're gonna get done as much as we can in the next, let's see what time it is. In the next hour, we're gonna see how much we can knock out. So let me show you what all we're doing today. Okay guys, you can't even see me. Okay y'all, so here's all the goals for the day. Well, for the next hour. We have Swiss chard and collard greens that we need to get planted out. It looks like a Chinese cabbage snuck in there too, so that's fine. We have a bunch of zinnias we're gonna get planted out in, I have cinder blocks around my community garden plot, so we're gonna get those planted out. We're gonna pull whatever weeds we see, and then I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. This is a lot. I want to get some seeds direct sown. So I brought zinnia seeds, I brought some sunflower seeds, I also brought just different flower seeds like marigolds. I have herbs, so I like to put herbs in the cinder blocks. That works really well. And then the main thing that I'm growing here in the community plot is actually root vegetables. So radishes, beets, parsnips. I have golden beets, really excited for those. Rutabagas was something else I was really excited for. So we're gonna see what all we can get direct seeded because we're still having warm days that are good for germination. And then we're having cooler nights that are good for just not completely murdering these plants. That is the biggest wood roach I've ever seen. That was gross. So yeah, that's the goal for today. Like I said, I don't know how much we're actually gonna get done, but we're going to certainly try. And actually, I wanted to talk about something else while I'm here. So this will be the first season I've been in this garden where I'm actually not gonna amend the beds. So I have been amending and mulching this soil since I started working this plot in 2019. And I'm really fascinated to see how everything does without amending the soil. Like, I mean, I have amended the soil twice a year for the last 2 years. So I'm pretty interested to see how this goes. This might be absolute suicide. I don't know. I'm also not going to aerate this soil, which is something I would normally do, because I really want to see truly how the no-dig method is working, because that's what I've been doing. I've just been aerating and amending for the last couple of years. I have not been tilling. So we're gonna put this to the test this season with my root crops, which is probably the worst crop to do this with, in all honesty, because your root crops are ones that you want to have nice loose soil for. But Charles Downing grows great root vegetables in the no-dig method, so I'm just gonna cross my fingers, hope it works, and hope I'm not about to waste a bunch of seed. So I need to stop talking so that I can get working because, yeah, I've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. Gotta hit that 9 to 5 here in about an hour. Okay, y'all, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna check the time. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. I still have about 30 minutes. So I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and direct seed a bunch of stuff. I've got one side of zinnias done. I have another long side, but I think I need to refill a lot of the planters with dirt. So, the nice thing about seeding some of this stuff is the seeds are really small, so ultimately you're gonna have to thin unless you're using a pelleted seed, which is a pelleted seed is where it has like a little coating over it. Also, there's a very large airplane flying over me. Like I said, urban community garden. So, I am going to go look for a tool where I can seed some of this stuff. Ooh, okay, the planes today are on another level. There's so many of them, they're so loud. Okay, so I used a tool, like a small little pitchfork, to make my rows because as much as I love a wild, beautiful garden, I really love neat, tidy rows. So what I do, make all of my rows about a foot apart. It's kind of hard to see, the shadows are getting in the way. And then I actually put the seed packet on the rows that I want to put the seeds in. So here's all my greens, and these are just leftover greens from my house. Truthfully, I have like so many greens, it's kind of insane. But here we're gonna have a row of carrots. So these will be Danvers and Tender Sweet. This will be a row of Chantenay red core carrots. We'll have rainbow carrots. This is gonna be a row of rutabaga, which I'm pretty pumped to try. This will be a row of kohlrabi. These will all be golden beets. These will be all of the red beets. I don't love red beets, but I want to try them again this year to try and find a way I like to prepare them. So there's Bull Blood, Detroit Red, and then there's an Early Wonder Top Tall beet that I got in a seed swap. And then this row is radishes. So there's French breakfast, cherry bell, and then a pink radish I got in a seed swap. And then this row is all a bunch of root vegetables. There's parsnip, and I think turnips in here. So that's how I lay everything out for maximum organization. Like I said, as much as I'm like a free spirit and I love to, you know, kind of be very like one with the garden, I also just need organization. So what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna show you how I plant these really tiny seeds, and if you've never planted really tiny seeds before, they need thinning. So you wanna try and be as sparse as you can, but at the end of the day, these seeds are like super teeny tiny, so there's really only so much you can do. So once these all start to pop up, I will actually go through and thin them out so that they can actually grow appropriately. But let me show you. We'll start with the carrots because I feel like that's always the hardest one for people to like get. And honestly, there's like really no science to it. Okay guys, we're gonna start at this end of the carrot row. Do you like my super stylish footwear? So this is my packet of Danvers carrots, and look at how absolutely tiny these seeds are. They are so small. So I'm just gonna pour out the whole packet, and I spilled some, so that's fine. But those are carrot seeds. They're super tiny. So what I'm gonna do is here's the soil where we're gonna put them. I don't even know if you can see that. Here's the soil where we're gonna put them. I'm going to just sprinkle. I know this is gonna be a big fat waste of seeds, but carrot seeds are pretty difficult to germinate, truthfully. So I just sow them really thickly with the intention very much of thinning them. And again, with stuff like this, you can totally get pelleted seed, which is where they put like an organic coating that'll break down in the soil, so you can actually see where you're putting the seed. I'm pretty sure that's what like farmers do or get, and a lot of like market gardeners. So I'm gonna get all these seeds sown. I think I can get it done. Let's see. I have 15 minutes. Oh, and my mom's calling. Okay, I'll check in when I'm done. Hey y'all, I left you hanging twice on this vlog. So sorry about that. Life got in the way this week. Is anybody else experiencing this? Just like general, like life got in the way all week. Just like so many things. Work, personal stuff, trying to garden, just like be a human. It got big, humaning was a little hard this week. But that's okay. We're all imperfect. Lana's even here to tell us we're imperfect. Lana, come here. Lana, can you tell YouTube what you did yesterday? Can you tell YouTube that yesterday you actually decapitated the green beans? Like ate their leafy little heads off. Did you do that, girl? You did. Oh, thank you. The ironic thing is she loves green beans. They're like her favorite things ever. So it was very ironic that she must have smelled them. If you guys were around in the spring, she did the same thing to the cucumber seedlings like 3 times. Solana's not allowed outside by herself right now until I can figure out how to do something about that. I don't know yet. Thank you so much for joining me this week to plant the fall garden. I'm sorry it was a little disjointed, a little jumbled, but I am launching my fall collection here in about a week. I've got actually a cropped sweatshirt on. A little provocative, don't worry. There's other options where the pumpkin's just in the middle. Want to make sure everybody has an option that they like, but this just felt fun, so that's what we did. So in addition to that stuff, the fall collection and fall designs dropping, I'm also dropping sweatshirts because I know a lot of my northern friends have not been able to necessarily purchase the t-shirts. Why would you purchase a t-shirt when we're heading into a cold time of the year? It's been a good week, friends. Thank you so much for joining me in getting the fall garden planted. And next week, I am going to take you on a garden tour so that I can show you what is where in the garden. It might not be very big or impressive, but gardens don't always have to be big and impressive to make an impact. So, on that note, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. The comment section is my favorite place of my whole YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.